It's happening. Everyone thought they'd be fine. But this energy doesn't play favorites. It hits you hard when you're sure nothing can touch you. The full impact lands on April 26th, but if you're sensitive, you're already feeling it. Right now, something rare and volatile is unfolding above us. Mars is opposing Pluto. This is not just astrology. This is pressure. And Earth is caught in the crossfire. This isn't a peaceful alignment. You need to be aware of this, especially if this week holds anything important for you. Because this energy may be subtle for some, but trust me, it can be disruptive. And if you don't know what you're navigating, you could sabotage your own momentum without even realizing it. And if someone from your past suddenly pops back into your life, pay attention. Because there's one specific reason this is happening right now, and it's not what you think. I'll explain everything soon. But first, something else is building. And if you think you're safe, just because you're staying quiet, think again. Because this time, the battlefield isn't in the stars. It's here. You're not neutral. You're in the splash zone. This isn't just energy up there. This is impact here. This Mars-Pluto opposition isn't floating harmlessly in the sky. It's punching straight through Earth's energy field, landing like a lightning bolt into the collective grid. We're not spectators, we're participants. And the drama is showing up everywhere, in confrontations, in power shifts, in people cracking open or clamping down. Some are starting fights out of nowhere. Others are getting eerily quiet, like they know something you don't. One side is Mars in the body, the urge to move, act, lash out, break free. The other is Pluto in the room, the chill, the manipulation, the moves made in silence. And humans, we're the conductors. We're absorbing both, amplifying both, whether we know it or not. And if you've been feeling off, short-fused, or like you're being watched, you're not imagining it. A phrase, a look, one sentence, and you'll feel it snap inside. Over the next few days, don't underestimate the power of words. Because during this Mars-Pluto opposition, language becomes a weapon, and even whispers can detonate bombs. You might be having a normal conversation, when suddenly, someone says something that cuts. A friend, a co-worker, even someone on a podcast, something seemingly minor, but you'll feel it, instantly, deeply, like it was meant for you. Like it wasn't just said, it was delivered. And it won't matter if it was intentional or not. You won't be able to unhear it. Because that phrase, that moment, it's the trigger. It will awaken something inside you that's been asleep for years, maybe lifetimes. And suddenly, you're not just reacting. You're activated. Some of you might start feeling emotions you don't recognize. Doubts that were never yours. A pressure to defend yourself even when no one's attacking. And maybe an insecurity appears out of thin air, like it was planted. This is the part where your soul remembers something your brain never knew. Don't run from it. Don't try to suppress it. This is part of the activation. And not everyone will get it, but you will. Because the ones who feel it, they were meant to. But be careful, because once that switch flips, the world starts responding differently to you. The extraordinary doesn't always arrive with thunder. Sometimes it slips in through the cracks of the ordinary. Right now, Mars and Pluto aren't just shaking the sky. They're slipping into the unnoticed, the everyday, the invisible architecture of your life. Pay close attention. The opposition isn't just about massive confrontations or life-altering shifts. It's in the micro moments, tiny pulses of chaos dressed in routine. Maybe it's a cup that slips from your hand and shatters. Or maybe you drop something, forget something. Pluto hides in silence. Mars strikes without warning. That moment when your device won't turn on for no reason, when everyone in the room goes quiet at the exact same time, when a conversation feels off, like there's an echo you can't hear. That's it. That's the pulse. These aren't accidents. These are static charges, mini detonations in the energy of your life. The kind you only notice if you're really present. Drama doesn't always knock. Sometimes it taps. And this week, the taps are everywhere. So if things start acting strange, don't brush it off. Mars and Pluto aren't waiting for permission to make their move. They're already inside the system, and the system is starting to respond. They don't want closure. They want a crack in your energy field. Don't be surprised if someone from your past suddenly re-emerges, uninvited, unexpected, and unsettling. This isn't nostalgia. This isn't the universe giving you a second chance to make peace. This is a test of your power field, and the Mars-Pluto opposition is conducting it. Old connections with unfinished threads may tighten again, but not to complete the story. No, this time it's about seeing if you've changed frequency, or if they can still plug into the same socket. It could be an old friend who always made you second-guess yourself, a lover who never quite told the truth, a co-worker who thrived off your silence. They're not reaching out for connection, they're reaching out for access. Access to your focus, your energy, your clarity. Power thieves don't knock, they just test the door again. This isn't a karmic loop, it's a diagnostic check on your instincts. Will you respond the way you always did? Will you try to explain yourself again? Apologize for something they caused? Or will your new armor hold? It might not be a text. It could be a memory that hits too hard, a dream that feels too real, a chance encounter that feels scripted. Don't underestimate these appearances. Don't rationalize them. They're not here to teach. They're here to drain or be denied. And the choice, this time, is entirely yours. Mars brings the fire, Pluto brings the trap. Stay lit, but don't step in. It's not your stomach, it's your soul that's starving. Right now, many of you are feeling something strange, a craving. But not for food, not for sleep. It's a deep, low, buzzing kind of hunger for intensity. This is Mars-Pluto at work, stirring the primordial appetite. Some of you might suddenly want to argue, not out of anger, but because it gives you a pulse. Others might refresh their feed obsessively, looking for something, but you're not sure what. You might start planning a bold move out of nowhere, quitting something, booking something, ending something, not because it's smart, but because it feels alive. This isn't a craving for food. It's a craving for fire. You are not malfunctioning. You're not unstable. This is how Mars and Pluto pressurize the spirit. They bring heat and depth together, action and obsession. And suddenly you're starving for sensation, for control, for something real. Even those who usually avoid confrontation might feel drawn to the edge. The thrill of risk, the seduction of a little chaos. It's not necessarily destructive, but it is primal. It's a spiritual hunger that asks, what would you do if fear wasn't in the way? But be careful, this hunger isn't polite. It doesn't wait in line. If you don't channel it, it'll leak into your moods, your habits, your conversations. So find a place for it. Burn safely, because this hunger isn't going away until you feed it. This isn't about survival, it's about ignition. You don't get alignments like this often. Mars and Pluto, two planets that don't ask. They command. They pull energy up from the basement of your being. The kind of energy that's raw, real, and completely uninterested in being liked. It's the type of force that doesn't just move through you, it becomes you. Suddenly, you're speaking truths you've swallowed for years. You're reaching for things you used to second guess. You're walking away without a farewell. You're saying yes without overthinking the why. This energy doesn't knock politely. It kicks the door off the hinges, and if you're brave, you walk through. What's wild about this opposition is that it doesn't just give you a green light. It gives you the engine, the fuel, the fire. It hands you the very tool you once thought only others could use. You'll notice it first in how your body responds. Less hesitation, more motion, a full-bodied, I'm done waiting, not out of desperation, out of readiness, out of that deep click of alignment when your power returns from exile. There's something primal about it, not aggressive, not violent, alive. It's the kind of power that doesn't dominate, it radiates. You don't have to prove anything. Your presence just starts to shift the room. You won't feel bigger, you'll feel clearer. You'll sense it in the people around you too. Some will start building faster, writing the thing, saying the thing, moving, launching, creating. Others will pull back not out of fear, but because they're watching their energy with precision now. They're conserving fire, not losing it. This isn't about performance. This is about potency. Can you sit with this energy and let it refine you instead of derail you? Because the truth is, everyone will feel it, but not everyone will use it. Unfiltered power isn't loud. It's decisive. And when this storm clears, the ones who let it move through them, not control them, will be standing in new territory. Burnt ground behind them. Wide open sky ahead. This is your moment. Not to survive, not to shrink, but to let the fire kiss your spine and stand all the way up. Because when cosmic forces clash, something new is forged. And that new thing could be you. It won't feel like pressure. It'll feel like purpose. Suddenly, things that once felt scattered, sprawling, and hard to grasp will narrow into sharp focus. There's a compression happening, not in the chaotic sense, but like the lens of your life is finally zooming in. You'll notice yourself caring less about distractions, less about proving something, less about pleasing everyone, and more about what actually feels aligned, what actually fits, what actually matters. The Mars-Pluto opposition doesn't drown you in options, it strips them away, and that's the beauty of it. It won't ask you to chase 10 paths. It'll make one thing so loud, so clear, so undeniable that all the other noise just falls away. Some doors won't close, others will slam. You'll know exactly which one to walk through. You might find yourself making decisions quicker, cleaner. Not from impulse, but from clarity. Mars gives you the energy to move. Pluto gives you the vision to choose. And when those two forces lock eyes, something happens in your nervous system. It stops hesitating. You may feel like your world is shrinking, but in truth, it's just refining. This is concentration, not isolation. Precision, not limitation. It's like your energy field stops leaking and starts pointing. Not everywhere, just where it needs to go. So if the noise quiets, if people fall away, if your schedule empties, don't panic. That's not a loss. That's alignment making room. April 26th isn't the finale. It's the spark. The real fire unfolds in the days that follow. Don't expect an obvious sign. Real shifts don't announce themselves. They show up in silence, in instinct, in what no longer feels right, even if it did yesterday. This opposition is setting off a slow unraveling, not just of events, but of people, motives, hidden truths. Watch what people do when they think no one's watching. That's where the fallout lives. Relationships may chill, opportunities may shift, doors open, others close, and none of it is random. These are cosmic recalibrations, subtle but exact. This isn't just about what happens to you, it's about what's being pulled out of you. After the 26th, you'll feel things before you can explain them. What once felt tolerable may suddenly become unbearable. That's not mood, that's momentum. Pluto strips illusions. Mars demands movement. Some truths don't explode. They just stop hiding. Don't mistake the quiet for calm. Stillness doesn't mean it's over. It means the impact is landing. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.